Game started off slow. You called a timeout. What'd you see? What'd you say? And what turned things around for you guys?
Yeah, no, the game started out slow. It was just a step slow to start, which I anticipated. You know, just having experienced, you know, a road trip and get home and kind of getting readjusted. I anticipated guys would be a little bit in the fall, you know, to start. So I just wanted to, instead of waiting too long, kind of immediately, you know, get guys' attention to a higher degree that we have to go now. And you know, they still made it tough for us to get a little bit of control in the first quarter, but the guys just kind of kept battling and finally found a way to break the game open.
Coach, what did you see from Carmelo tonight? I know he was close to a triple double. Was he wanting to stay out there at the end of the game there?
Yeah, I'm sure he was. I didn't, you know, realize statistically, you know, how close he was to that. But no, I thought that even with a slow start, you know, I thought it still took us a while, although we know how Milwaukee defends, Carmelo in particular. It still took us a little time to figure out how to get our spacing together so that we could take advantage of it. And you know, I thought with a slow start and a little bit of frustration early, he remained patient. You know, made the right plays, made the right passes, and then when you start making the game easy like that for everybody else, the game opened up for him, and he was able to have the type of scoring night that he's capable of having.
Yeah, even after all this time, does some of the things that Kristaps still accomplishes out there still maybe surprise you? Some of the highlight plays, that put back again, some of the blocks in transition. Does it still? Are you still like wow? Or
what about someone that in the wrong spot, not doing what he's supposed to be doing? Some of those things too, you know, deserve our attention as well. No, I don't. No, not surprised. No, man, he does make great plays. I think on both ends of the floor. You know, but I think he's shown it before. You know, and he's extremely competitive, and that's the part that is easy to underestimate when you look at him. You don't necessarily see a tough guy, but you know, he's definitely competitive and you know, tries to play as hard as he can. He's still learning. That's the thing. You know, it's his first year. A lot is coming at him, but he's doing a good job fighting through the ups and downs that come with playing in this league.
Coach, you saw Milwaukee make a late run in the fourth quarter with a 10-0 run, and then you saw like Brook Lopez go down. I mean, Robin Lopez go down, being fouled out. I mean, what was like the immediate plan in terms of the defensive strategy, in terms of matching up with what was happening at that time?
No, I thought that, you know, it was probably more about what we weren't doing offensively in terms of getting organized and executing. And, you know, that's something that, you know, a few of our guys in our second unit have to really take ownership of handling those minutes responsibly. And they didn't do that so much to start the fourth quarter. You know, defensively in terms of the Monroe post-ups, I didn't feel like that, as long as we made them work hard, I didn't feel like that was going to necessarily, you know, get them completely back in the game, just that alone. So, you know, I felt like we could go with Kristaps and he'd make them work as much as possible. But if we got some more rhythm offensively so that we could score when we should be scoring, you know, I thought we'd have enough to get through the night.
Coach, back on Kristaps, in the last week or so, especially tonight, he's played more center, so he's learning this second position out there. What do you see from him at this point, and what else do you want him to really focus in on?
Yeah, no, it is a bit of an adjustment, you know, in terms of the spacing on the floor and the spots that he should or shouldn't be in. You know, but it's something that can work well for us as we continue to develop as a team. His ability to shoot the ball and spread the floor, but also his ability to play around the basket and impact the rim. You know, it helps us a lot, and then defensively with the shot blocking and changing shots. And so there are times where he's still floating around the perimeter as though he's kind of more of a wing player, as opposed to at times he really should be holding more of the weak side block area. And that's just kind of a learning thing. You know, it's natural for him to kind of float a little bit because of his versatility, but he'll get better at it with time.
Derek, Robin Lopez is he's being used differently this year than maybe he was over in Portland, and it seems like lately he's starting to grow a little bit more comfortable with a new kind of offensive role. Tonight in particular, kind of getting good position before entry passes and that kind of stuff. How have you seen his evolution change over the last few weeks? Is it more of an off-ball thing? Is it just growing comfortable with the offense?
Yeah, no, I think it's a combination of I think physically he's continuing to feel really good about where he is, his endurance. I think he has some pop in his legs again in terms of being able to finish baskets, around the rim. And then I think the second part of it is, as he learns more about where the opportunities are offensively in our system that don't necessarily require a one-on-one package of post-up moves. It's really being in the right spots at the right time so that you can just catch and finish. And he's doing a great job of it. His teammates are showing their trust in him. And there are times we weren't showing early. There were times he should have been getting the ball when he wasn't. And now that we're showing more trust in each other as a team, he's getting some opportunities that he's capable of converting.
Coach, Derek Williams comes off the bench. He gets those 2 dunks in now. KP comes in and gets that big putback dunk. What do those plays do for the team from a coach's perspective?
Those plays are energizing, to the players. For one, I think the players enjoy completing those plays, either whether putbacks or lob passes. I think it's a fun play for the guy that actually passes the ball to the guys completing the lob. So that energizes and creates a team-like environment and energy. And then obviously the fans, enjoy those plays a lot. And so when you combine the positive energy that comes from it, you'll note a lot of coaches call timeouts. The opposing team coaches call timeouts after some of those plays, just to kind of get the energy out of the building when they're on the road. We have guys capable of making those plays, and the better we play, we can definitely get some of those.
Derek, you just mentioned that it seems like you guys are trusting each other more on the floor. Where's that coming from? Is that familiarity since you guys have new people, or is there something